Hey everybody! Welcome to the
Hi.
Otakucast Postshow. I'm your host, Angels, and by now you know I have a YouTube and all that kind of fun stuff.
Hi.
And co-host.
I'm Directionally Chaz. Welcome to the show after the show after the show.
Which if you're here,
Bum. Your
if you're
families. Well, our
because
famous
this
little
is
line. I started doing that. It's fun.
Patreon exclusive
Yes, it
content, and
is.
you guys are Patreons, and thank you so much for supporting
We
us.
appreciate it. We do.
And today we're
Keeps us
talking
going.
about our movie of the week, Cowboy Bebop
Mm,
movie, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
my suggestion.
And
So happy about this movie. So happy. I, I,
look,
I legitimately love this film
I'm
so
actually
much.
gonna hand the reins over to DC because he's seen this movie so many times. Like, okay, there's one movie that I can quote from beginning to end flawlessly, have it play behind my eyelids when I choose to, and that's The Lion King. I didn't have TV a lot as a kid, and that was like the one of the only movies we
Princess Bride.
had. So,
Princess
Princess
Bride.
Bride is yours, okay? But DC tells me he can also do a pretty good job recounting this movie, so I'm gonna hand it to him. Let him recount it, and then we'll discuss. So, go.
First things first, though, I do want to talk about the opening and ending songs. Ask DNA and Knock a Little Harder. They are both done by the same band that does all of the Cowboy Bebop soundtracks, the Seatbelts, which, ironically, only do Cowboy Bebop songs. That's
Which
all
is
they've done.
awesome.
Yeah, but not only have they only done Cowboy Bebop songs, they stopped doing music in 2004, pretty much the end of Cowboy Bebop, and they are now back doing music for the Netflix Cowboy Bebop.
Ooh, how very cool is
So for
that?
16 years they did nothing, and they come back, and what they're doing is Cowboy Bebop.
That's
But
awesome, actually.
I love the opening song. I don't know how you feel about the opening song. Ask
I
DNA.
liked it.
What's up,
It
sweet
was good.
cakes? Yeah, it's a song I listen to a lot. My three top Cowboy Bebop songs that I actually do routinely listen to at least once a month. No joke. Once a month, I will listen to these songs. Ask DNA, Knock a Little Harder, and In the Rain.
I like the
Those are
opening. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
that's Tank. I
I do
listen to
like
that
Tank.
sometimes. I like Tank, but I don't listen to it all the time. It's because Ask DNA is just such a powerful, like what's up, and it's like nice little jazzy song that you're like really getting into. Gets you kind of like yeah, and In the Rain is just such a powerful like sad song. Male version, female version, both are fantastic. The I don't feel a thing and I stopped remembering. Yeah, great song. And the
Good
final
song.
song for this one, gotta knock a little harder. It's a very like somber song and kind of like builds into this really lovely song. But yeah, so quick summary of the movie is we start off with a little Chinese checkers play. Ooh, what's going on here? Ooh, wonderful mystery. Spike Spiegel heads in, goes on a bounty. We catch our boys on their bounty again. Grocery store getting robbed. Philosophical criminal. Punch, punch, punch. Boom, bam, boom. Shooty, shooty, shooty. They succeed. We get our song. Ask DNA. We find out. Boom. What are we eating? We eating ramen. Of course, that's all they ever have.
Look, ramen's
But
cheap.
for the quickest summary possible, the movie follows Spike Spiegel and crew, Faye Valentine, Jet, Edward, and of course, the lovely Ein. Everyone loves Ein, beautiful, intelligent Corgi. On a mission
Yes.
to figure out, first with Faye Valentine going after this hacker guy with a card, only it's not Hacker Man who's stolen this, supposedly stolen this tanker truck. It's not Hacker Man, it's a different guy. Explodey, many dead. They find out former military dude through that their little look intos, and the movie follows the plot of this terrorist who survived experimentation and uses the same drugs that were used on him in order to get revenge, sort of to end this dream. It takes place on Halloween because to him he states that all souls we're all in purgatory, and Halloween is the one night that a soul in purgatory can ascend to heaven. So the plot is Spike, Faye, and Jet trying to figure out what's going on. Who is this guy? What is going on? Why did they rob this chemical thing? And it goes through. They meet up with another mercenary that's working for the chemical group that tells them that there's something else fishy that's going on with this chemical group. Spike gets into some amazing fight scenes, just awesome fight scenes on a tram, which was great. Also, Spike is fast enough to outrun a train. It's just
Look,
really
Spike can do a lot of things.
Spike Spiegel can do what Spike Spiegel wants.
Can we
But
just say
I
that
don't.
the way you have
Yeah,
to watch Cowboy Bebop, no matter what fan of dub or sub you are, is dub because of
yes, because
S-
just
Stephen Blum.
Stephen
Stephen
Blum is
Blum.
so just the
Best
voice.
voice actor.
The
Best voice actor.
voice is
Hands
so
down.
good.
We need to have a
You
topic one day where we talk
yeah,
about voice actors, and
best
he's
voice
just one
actors.
of
Yeah,
the best, yes.
but yeah,
Anyway,
so
sorry.
that's basically the plot of the movie is them going through meeting these new people, trying to take down this guy who's got a 300 million wulong bounty on his head because of course the Bebop is broke as they always are, and they want that money, and
Look,
it
they're
is
bounty hunters. They're
yeah.
here for the cheddar.
I'm going through the summary without spoiling too much for people because there are lots of key moments, and I really do think that people need to watch this movie because
People need
if
to
you're a
watch
fan of the
Bebop, period.
yeah, if you're a fan of the Cowboy Bebop series or haven't seen the Cowboy Bebop series, you need to. It is fantastic. This movie, much like the Trigun movie, fits like so perfectly within the universe. It doesn't feel out of place at all. It feels like an extended episode. Like you're
It
just
does.
watching
It
one
just
extended episode.
endlessly, it just seamlessly into the
Yeah,
series. Anytime
and
after having Ed
yeah,
and Ein input in the show, that you could watch this
Ed
movie, really.
Ed and Ein are wonderful in the movie. They have
And
their own little
yes,
adventure. But yeah, we go through. We follow Hacker Man. Fate tracks him down. You know, there's a lot of intrigue into this. There's mysterious men in the Morocco corner of the Mars settlement that keep vanishing. There's Spike getting a vase and plot points and everything like that. And Spike, final confrontation is on Halloween, where you find out that the jack o' lanterns have been dosed with these chemicals. We'll just state for everybody that and Spike and the chemical girl were imprisoned and they got out,
Electra.
had a breakout. Electra, yes, strong name, but
Yeah, that's
lots of
very
good
strong name.
moments. Lots of good moments. They get the cure. They disperse the cure. I'm not going to say how because again, I really do believe people need to watch this film. And there's the final confrontation on the bridge between heaven and earth, which is a big tower that says Happy Halloween during the Halloween parade, which this movie's main takeaway is we need more Halloween parades. I have said this to like everyone. I was like, the main takeaway of this film, we need more Halloween parades.
We need more Halloween celebration,
Just in
period.
general, yeah, more
Yes.
Halloween. Such a fun
Because,
holiday.
like,
It's come and
look,
gone, but it's such a fun holiday.
look. Okay, I was not allowed to celebrate Halloween or Christmas when I was a child because super strict religious household. And now that I'm adult, I dress up every year, even though I can't. All I do is walk around with my kids. But I
Yeah,
still, it's like because now I can.
it's fun.
I'm an adult. But we need more, like, other
Just
than
see,
just drunken parties and stuff. We need more
yeah,
Halloween
just
celebrations.
see how much.
Halloween needs to be like a weekend or even
Yeah,
like, yeah, it needs to
you
be
see how
like,
much fun those guys were having in the Halloween parade, going around with their little jack-o'-lantern masks, just going up to people like ah. And I was like, yeah, because it's fun. That's fun. It's great.
I
It's fun
agree.
to dress up in costumes and go around and just you get an excuse to party and eat candy. What's
And dress up
go
and be spooky.
Yeah, dress up. You get to have fun. You get to be whatever. It's great. But that final confrontation between Spike, it starts raining. It's a great end scene,
It only starts
and
raining because of Faye.
because Faye, I'm just you. I'm just your average weather girl.
Make it rain.
Yeah,
What?
make it rain.
Pew pew. Make it rain.
Why? Why? Yeah, I love that scene. But the end of the
I'm gonna
movie,
crash a party.
the end of the movie is really good, and I love the sort of there's a theme with butterflies in this film, which is caused by the chemical. It makes you see butterflies, and there's a lot of philosophy throughout the movie. If you noticed, it's very much questions about reality and life and heaven, hell, the devil, things like that. leaves you questioning, and that's sort of the last question of the film is, are you sure this is the real world?
So glad I wrote 14 pages of notes on this movie.
And I basically summarized the film without spoiling too much for everybody. But because
Yeah.
I don't want to, I really don't want to spoil this movie because I love this movie so
Okay.
much.
Hands down, my favorite part in this entire movie, my favorite parts were everything Ed and Ein. Like,
Oh yeah.
okay, where
Ooh,
Ed decided that she was going to
gypsy.
take some of the villain tracking into her own hands, and her
Yeah,
and Ein went out. And it was a day before Halloween, mind you, and she was all dressed up, and she followed Ein's nose because she stole this hat from Faye. The
yeah.
hat of the one dude that she
And
was
one of the
tracking.
hacker dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
And
the
Faye was looking all over for it. Jet and Spike were having a
yeah.
serious conversation about, bounty hunting and stuff. And she's like, "Where's the hat?" And they're like, "We don't know." "Where's the hat?" "We don't know." "Where's my hat?" And they're like, "We don't
We
know."
don't we don't we're not.
Ed
It's
had
not our
it.
job to keep track of your clothes.
Yeah. And then they tracked it there, and then she goes at the door and she's like, "Trick or treat!" And the dude's like, "Halloween's tomorrow. Get the heck out of
Comes
here."
out with a shotgun. I
And
love
then
the second one. Oh, the second one where it's just like, "Oh, hello, little boy. Ed's not little boy. Ed's little girl. Get out of here. You'll ruin my reputation."
what
Like,
was that individual trying to accomplish
why is your
by
reputation
talking up Ed?
a little boy? It's, you'll ruin my reputation if you're a little girl. Like, what kind of reputation you wanting?
Hmm.
Yeah, this
Not a
is.
good one.
Just Ed's great. Ed's great. Ein's great. I love Ein
Yes.
playing shogi. Like there's the philosophy
Yes.
scene between Jet and Spike, and Spike's like, I don't think, and Jet's like, no, shogi's a game where you got to think 100 moves ahead and then you move, and it's it's your personality comes through, and he makes this serious move, and Jet just like moves, and he's like, no, I want to go back, I want to go there, let's go back, and it's like, nah, it's not how you play shogi. You don't get to change your moves. He's got a deal, and he's like trying to figure it out, and Ein just comes up, and it's like, Pope, love Ein.
Yep.
Ein's great.
Ein's great. And then that also translated to later on when both Faye and Spike were missing. They were fine doing their things. And Jet was all by
They weren't
himself.
really.
And
They weren't really fine.
you said you didn't want to spoil things. Shut up.
No, but let's just. They were missing for a reason.
Yeah, reasons. And then Jet had that moment where he sat there by himself and he's like, "I should have just stayed solo," kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
I was better on my own.
And then Ein jumps up on the table and he moves the shogi tile. He was trying to cheer up Jet, and then Jet yells at him, and then he's like, "Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Nah,
I'm sorry."
Ein's good boy. Ein good boy. Love Ein.
We
Ein's
do love
such a
Ein.
good dog.
Ed's always been my favorite of the whole series.
Yeah.
And
Edwin.
we leave Edward, because she also calls herself Edward. I don't know.
Yeah, she has a crazy like full long name.
And I
Edward
love
von
her.
Yeah, she's great. I love her.
Yeah, look, I don't know.
She goes into the vase. The vase. She Ed found something.
And then her hacking programs, because she has like these goggles that let her like put her like mentality, I guess, and hack things with like her brain. And they're little fishies. It's very cute. Little shark, like piranha fishies. It's
little
very
fishies
cute.
that eat away at the data and reveal what's underneath it. Yeah, it's cute.
It's adorable, and I love it. And that whole thing with the macadamia nuts, like, yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
That's how they hide. That's how they hide their stuff. Is they call it macadamia nuts.
Macadamia nut research at a medical research facility. Yeah, because that's gonna fly.
A medical research facility. We're doing macadamia research. Macadamia nut research and macadamia nut orders.
Yeah, because
anything suspicious.
They're gonna traffic that much macadamia nuts in and out of this top secret.
Yeah, it's like 26 tons.
Yeah, look, I'm cold. It's getting cold in there. There's no heater in here, so sorry.
This facility has 26 tons of macadamia nuts they're shipping.
Weird, but
can we just state though?
No, but it's just
when you find out what the chemical is, 26 tons
chemical
of
X.
That, 26 tons of that is a lot.
Yes, it is.
Like,
and it's just, and then we had the video, the dark-skinned gentleman that was obsessed with playing video games. He was even though he was a bad character.
I
He was
didn't get to
very
see
entertaining.
Spotty Doggy.
He would rather play a video game than flirt with Faye, and Faye is hot. Faye is
Oh yeah,
fucking sexy.
Faye was like my first anime crush.
She's damn. She's
Within
not just
reason.
damn. She's
Yeah.
damn. Okay,
Hmm.
and he would rather play his game and see Sparkle Mc whatever it was
Spotty
than
Doggy.
Spotty Doggy. Right,
Yeah,
Spotty
I was just a
Doggy.
couple
Yes.
hundred points away from seeing Spotty Doggy, and you ruined that. You shouldn't have incurred the wrath of Spotty Doggy. Love
Look,
him.
it was,
So
but look
funny.
his end. What happened with him?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's messed up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of that in this movie. There's a lot of that. It was messed up.
Yeah.
But just there's so many great moments. I love the fight scenes. I love the flying scenes with the vehicles shooting
Like
at Spike.
we had like flying fighting scenes, and we had
Fist
amazing like
fights.
fisticuffs, and yeah. And then,
A lot of
somebody gets shot and by all means should have freaking died, but Native Americans appeared out of freaking nowhere in this future Mars colony and saved him.
Mhm.
And,
Well, that's what's great about Cowboy Bebop is it is quite literally the most like multicultural. Everybody has like everybody's culture is still around. It's still kind of thriving. You know,
yes.
you go to different planets and there's like different sectors. And you can go like, well, like you know, especially like I said in this movie, there's Little Morocco. You can go to Little
Yeah,
Morocco. It's called literally Morocco Street,
which is neat.
and everybody's speaking, you know, kind of like Arabic, and it's really cool. It's really cool. The clock
I
shop
did like
was
the dude with
so
the grenade lighter, cuz
yes,
Spike went
little
out
grenade
not
lighter.
once but twice, like cruising the streets looking for
I
leads,
love that.
and he just sits on a chair, and this dude just comes out of nowhere, and he has this lighter, and it looks like a grenade. He flicks it, and it's just,
And it's just a
and then
massive like 12-inch flame. It's
can
great.
I also interject here that the whole thing with anime cigarettes, the being really crooked anime cigarettes really started for me with Cowboy Bebop.
Oh
Every
yeah,
time I hear about an
Cowboy
anime
Bebop and
cigarette,
Trigun.
I just think of the really crooked cigarette because
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop,
it's
Trigun. Wolfwood never had a straight cigarette in his life.
how do you not like okay I smoke cigarettes, I have in the past, and I smoke them a little bit now. I'm slowing way down, but the cigarettes, they're not flexible. They're not flexible.
No.
Okay, they just break. So I'm like, how do you do this? Did these people ever have a cigarette ever?
Well,
Like,
they do kind of bend after they get wet. I've had some friends that have done it and
yeah.
they got yeah, but not to that extreme. Also, they
Mm-mm,
wouldn't be
no.
good afterwards.
No, if a cigarette gets wet, it's gross. It's something about the
But then
taste.
again,
I don't.
I think that also implies that you know Spike and Wolfwood in those instances they're poor, so they don't get good
They probably
cigarettes.
get the cheap cigarettes, or even if
Yeah,
you did a roll your own and you didn't pack it tightly, then it could probably bend
yeah,
like that within
but he
reason.
clearly
But
doesn't.
yeah, and then I really enjoyed that scene where he went into that grenade lighter dude's shop, and he's like looking for information. He's like, "Here,
The
this is your vase. You
beans.
need this vase."
Yeah, that was the well. He ran the bean shop, which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
funny. The bean shop talking about like the innocent people taste the
Pinto
poison in that
beans,
one
black
bean. Yeah,
beans, beans.
he just eats a bean. But they go into that clock shop, which I would hate that
Clock
because
click,
they all
clock
go off
click,
at the
tick
same
tock, tick
time.
tock, bong bong.
Oh,
Yep.
can you imagine being stuck in that clock shop all day and you just hear hundreds of clocks ticking? Just
And slightly off cadence, all of them,
oh
because
god,
old clocks
oh
don't
god,
always keep time perfectly.
the nightmare that would be for me.
I would have
Just
earplugs or headphones in all the time. That
that
just,
old dude's just like chilling though. He's fine with it. He's like whatever.
but then he gives Spike this vase, and Spike's like,
That's
"Well, this
perfect
is."
for him.
He's like,
This vase is
this is
perfect for
your
you.
vase. This is
It's
yours."
perfect for you. And he goes back. He's like, "What is that?" He's like, "Apparently a vase that's perfect for me." Yeah, I love it. Just
I
everything about this film. The opening
look. The
scene where he
vase
beats up
does
the
come into play. There's reasons for the vase.
I it does,
So
but I love the opening scene where they go to the convenience store and they stop the crime for like the because they all have bounties on their heads and Spike beats him up and the one dude comes out of the bathroom and Spike's like, I thought you said 3, you know, not 4. And like
yes,
Jet's trying to defend himself, but like sometimes it's important to deceive both your allies and your enemies. Like no, Jet. That's not what happened. You didn't know. I love it. I love it. It's the whole movie's got great personality, but like I said, philosophy. Like all this movie was philosophy and questions and things like that.
And like
And
questioning reality and how everyone's reality
yeah,
is different. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a very good movie. Like it's very good. And
it's yeah,
normally we go into greater detail, but we both really think you should watch. If you've not watched Cowboy
this
Bebop, just watch this
yeah,
movie. This movie
the,
sums perfect energy of all of the show. It's
and
great.
perfect. Yeah, it's so
Dry
good.
humor and just it's great. It's great. It's great.
So should we rate this on butterflies or cigarettes? Bent cigarettes.
I'm gonna go with bent cigarettes because yeah, that's funnier.
How
I find that
how
funnier.
how
How
many
many
bent cigarettes do you give it?
do I give this movie out of 10? Look, it's a solid movie and it's just I can't say anything bad about it. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
the
give
same
it.
thing.
And but it's not like mind-blowingly amazing, but it's still a solid movie. I'm gonna give it a
Hmm.
9 bent cigarette out of 10. So almost a full pack. Full pack of cigarettes is 10 cigarettes. So 9 anime wiggly squiggly cigarettes out of 10. I have
I
nothing bad to say about the movie at all.
I'm gonna follow my own logic and continue with if I have nothing bad to say about it, I'm not gonna remove any points from it. 10 bent cigarettes out of 10 because I've got nothing bad to say. I there's
Yeah, and there's nothing bad to say
I'm
about it. I mean, the only reason I gave it a 9, and I guess I'd be a 9.5, because it's really good, but it's not like groundbreaking. But plus, this movie's older. This movie was made in
it's yeah, but that's what I
2001.
love
This is
about
a
it.
19-year-old anime movie, and the animation still holds up. Depends on
It
the copy of
holds
the
up
movie you
so
have.
good. It
But
holds up
it's
so
even
good.
if you get a bad copy of the movie, like I had
I
a
mean,
old DVD somewhere. I
the
just couldn't find
the
it.
the
But
fight scene in this movie is so
oh
iconic.
yeah,
It's been stolen by different animes. So like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
all
it's
of the
just
fight scenes, because there's spaceship fight scenes, there's
mm,
fisticuffs, there's it's a great movie. And like even okay, Electra, we did mention her. Even like the scenes with
the
this
characters are
character
great.
that you only seen for this even the little background side characters are great. It's
Yeah,
great. Just
all of them.
watch it.
They're all fun. It's
they're
fantastic.
they're not, you could see that the writers and the animators, these were not just characters, they knew they were
Yeah,
people. You
yeah.
could They were not just
It
fillers for the background, they were
yeah. It
people.
feels alive. It feels alive.
Yeah, the whole world feels alive. Exactly.
Especially the detectives. You can't smoke in
And if you watch it, and you can't smoke in here, and he just glares at him.
he does it so like sir, you can't smoke in here. Like he's so meek about it. I love them. But yeah, 10 bent cigarettes out of 10. Highly recommend this film. Highly recommend you go watch it. Highly recommend you go watch all of Cowboy Bebop. It's not that it's like 26 episodes. You can get through it.
It's not long. You can get through it in a
No.
weekend or in a day if you're
Oh yeah.
really good. Easy.
I've done it in a day. I've done it in a day.
I haven't watched Bebop for a long time, and it was actually really nice to delve back into that world. It was out when I was in high school. It was on Toonami, and
I
maybe
think
even before that. I don't know.
yeah, I think
It's been a
honestly
long
I'm
time.
gonna start adding. I'm gonna add this movie to my yearly routine of Halloween movies.
Very nice. But
I
it
think
was
it needs to be
nice for
added.
me to delve back in the world and the universe, and I just remembered so much about the show that I had forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
It brings back
that's
all
this
those memories of that show, and you're
yeah,
like, I want to watch the
yes.
show again.
And I still remembered all the characters. I'm like, that's Jet, that's Faye, that's Ed, that's Ein. Of course, I know these are. And I have bad memory, and it shows you that I still have memories of this show, even all
Mm-hmm.
these years later. And so, watch it. It's great.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah, 100%.
I mean,
That's it.
that's
That's where to
about
end it.
gonna do it then, I guess, for our
Yeah,
post show this time. A little shorter than normal, but that's probably we're
but
probably
yeah,
gonna start aiming to go a little shorter from now on, because we both are blowhards and talk too much. Let's be real, DC. Let's face our demons, DC. We talk too
I
much.
can talk for a long time about this stuff. I love it. I love it so much.
That you can. So can I. I can talk
Yeah,
forever about nothing. That used to be my downfall, but here I am. Yeah.
it's a good thing for like let's players to be able to talk about forever about nothing.
Yeah, you're right. But it has to be entertaining nothing, not like, oh, look, there is a light. It is round. But even that, some
Okay,
people find entertaining.
anything
Who knows?
entertaining.
Who knows? But anyway, once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being our Patreons. And let us know. Hit us up in the Discord if you've seen this movie, if you like this movie, or if you
Oh
have
yeah,
not watched it and you're going to. And then tell us how you liked it when you're done.
definitely let us know if you've actually
Because
if
if
you've
you
watched
don't
it
like
and
it, then
tell us what
I'm
you
going to
think.
be disappointed in you.
You know what?
Sorry.
Yeah, if you don't like it, let us know why. I'm curious.
Okay, that's fair. Let us know why you don't like it. And if you
Yeah,
have a reasonable reason, then I won't be disappointed. But if you just dislike it to be a party pooper, then I'm going to be disappointed in you.
I'm gonna
So,
listen to Cowboy Bebop music after this.
excellent. Excellent. I'm going
I
to go
got to.
see what my husband made for dinner because it's his night to make dinner because I'm here. But
You
anyway,
bet.
once again, thanks for being awesome, guys, and we'll see you next
Yeah.
week. For what's our movie next week?
Ponyo.
Ponyo. And
Ponyo.
Ponyo is a Ghibli movie, and we're excited for Ghibli movies because
A weaker Ghibli film, but it's a Ghibli film.
it's still a Ghibli film, and I'm
Yeah,
most likely going to watch it with my kids and probably not take 14 pages of notes on it because my
I
hand
don't
hurts
believe you.
after writing so many notes.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me? Ready?
I don't believe
Okay.
you won't take 14
One,
pages.
two,
No.
three,
I don't believe you won't take 14 pages.
5, 6,
You're
7,
not understanding my
8,
point.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pages.
Yeah, I do not believe that you won't take 14 pages of notes.
I will take 5.
I'm willing to bet you're going to say that, but then it's going to be 10.
Give me 5.
We'll see. We'll see.
I won't take any notes on Ponyo.
You won't remember it then.
Look, I didn't even read the notes this time. So
Yeah, true.
fucky you. I didn't even read the notes this time. I didn't even turn the pages other than to count how many there were, and I realized how big of a waste of time taking all those notes were.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yep. See you guys later. Bye-bye. I'm gonna go get
Take
warm.
care.
It's cold.
Nah, it's not going to happen.
It's
Bye.
cold. I got fire downstairs. Bye.
You should see a doctor for that.